Hey guys, it's your buddy Rome. In this video, we're going to take a look at my workflow. So as you guys can see here on my desk, I have my iPad. This is an M1 iPad. Now I've been using this for probably the last year. This has been my everyday go-to device when it comes to editing in studio as well as on location. So as you guys can see here, I have the Apple keyboard. I have this Anchor little docking station here, which allows me to connect the iPad. But as you can see, this is not very travel friendly. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at the Edge Plus from Typecase. We're going to see if this is going to be a replacement for my normal setup. Hopefully it will be. So I'm going to walk you guys through everything that comes in the box, the setup, the different functions of the case, and we'll just kind of together go through this and figure out if this is going to be a great solution for your buddy Rome. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's go. All right, guys, let's get right to it. First thing on the box that I noticed is that it does describe which different colors that are available for this. So you have colors from black to carbon fiber. You have like a purple, pink, green, blue, different colors that are available for this case. And then also on the front of the box, it tells you right here which of the cases are going to be compatible with which iPad. Now it says this case here is compatible with the iPad Air 13-inch, M4, M3, and M2, iPad Pro 12.9-inch, generation 6, 5, 4, 3. So those are the generations that this is available with. Now this is a two-piece case, so let's open it up and see exactly what comes in the box. One of the things I do like about the Typecases is that they have this really cool system for opening the box, as you guys can see. So a lot of your instructions are going to be right here on the front of the box. And here are your keys for getting started. Now, of course, we have our manuals that we're going to go through here as well, but you have your iOS shortcuts, you have your transform, which is, the different angles you can place it at. Yeah, so pretty much everything is here. This manual, as you guys can see, comes with it. You have your support information on here as well. And of course, you can go through this at your leisure. Now, one of the most important things I say that you guys should take notice of is these different shortcuts. So I'm not saying you have to memorize all of these because trust me, I'm not going to do that. But there are going to be some here that you will use more than others. So, just keep that in mind. You can even do a screenshot or take a photo of this and keep it as a file on your iPad so that you can reference it whenever you need to. This is our instruction card. So it's basically showing you how to get everything set up. So it only takes a few seconds. All right, so let's take a look at the actual case. All right, so here's the case. As you guys can see here, this is the carbon fiber variant. Let's look at it all the way around. Here's the front. Here's your tab for securing your Apple Pencil. This also goes in reverse, so you don't have to worry about that flapping over your screen. On the opposite side, you're going to have access to your speakers. This does have to be charged, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. So that comes in the box. You also receive the charging cable. So you get a USB-A to USB-C cable. I do wish this was a USB-C to USB-C because connecting things to a lot of the different devices and power banks that I use are mostly USB-C, but this is not an issue. You could always use a different cable. It's totally up to you. I don't think there's anything special about this cable. All right, so when we open this guy up, you can see that we have this nice little foam inside for protection. And then you have an inner case and an outer case. So let's take a look at that. So I would say this is made of a polymer plastic. Some of the cases do have the aluminum, base here. This one does not. This does have a really nice feel to it. You can feel the weight of the case. The key travel is very nice. Trackpad is clicky. So as I compare key travel, a lot of times I will compare that to my normal Apple keyboard. Now, of course, this is going to have much deeper travel, but for everyday use, I think this is going to be fine. You also have a little cheat sheet right here. So let's take a look at this. You have an inner case. So this comes off as you guys can see, I want you guys to get a close look at this. Now, this is plastic. There's nothing special about this, and there's no padding inside here, okay? And we have this Typecase sticker here. Looking at it again from this side, as I mentioned before, all of your ports. We're going to throw an iPad in here in just a second so you guys can see what this actually looks like. So this is the case. So let's grab the iPad and throw it in here and see exactly what this looks like. All right, guys, so here's my iPad. And this is just going to clip on like so. There are little tabs on the very edge that go around the iPad from the top up here all the way down to this side. There's also a little lip here that also connects. So that's just to hold this in place. Now, I don't feel that this is going to give you a tremendous amount of protection for the iPad, but at the same time, this is not designed to really be a case for protection. It's really a case to allow you to connect the iPad to this case. Now, what I should have done, and I will do that just so you guys can see, I'm going to take this out and I'm going to see if the iPad will connect to this without this case. Okay, so without the case, as you can see, the iPad does connect, does close, no problem. So you have the option of using that additional frame. It's totally up to you if you want to use that. But this frame will give you additional protection around the edges of the iPad, okay? But as you can see, it does connect to this. But with the case, we can do portrait, as you guys can see here, okay? So that's good to know. When it's connecting to the case, it's pulling right here from the center. All right, so there we go. Now we have our iPad connected. Let's take a look at the camera placement. So if we look at it from the back here, it looks to be slightly off. So that just might be me. So let me see if I can adjust that. Yeah, so the camera placement is good. That shouldn't be a problem. Now, of course, most of us definitely will not be using our iPads as cameras, but for those few who do, I'm sure that's something that you guys might be concerned about. Okay, so to connect this, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to turn on the power. You do have to charge up the case itself. So you're going to go into your settings. You're going to go to Bluetooth. Make sure that your Bluetooth is turned on. And then right here, you guys should see it says Type Edge case. We can just click on that. It's going to now pair with it. And then once it's paired, we should be able to use it. So that means now that it's connected, I should be able to swipe away. And I should be able to use the mouse to open other things. So if I want to go back to Final Cut, I can open Final Cut. I want to open my Chrome or whatever other apps that I want to use. And just like with a lot of the Apple devices, you can kind of, really use the mouse. You'll see that the mouse will enlarge as you kind of scroll around, which is really nice. So overall, guys, I can say this is a really cool feature, rich little tablet. And like I said, it has a bunch of other commands that you can use. The function button is going to be one of your main features. So for instance, let's say if we had Final Cut open as an example, and we wanted to close that to go back to home, you would just press the function and the H button, and it will bring you back to your home screen. But like I said, a lot of these different, buttons are here. You have your brightness controls. You have your additional keyboard. So if you wanted to bring up your virtual keyboard on the iPad, you have brightness. You also have color controls here. So if you want to change the backlit colors, as you see, you can just kind of cycle through those. You have your play, pause, fast forward. You have your volume controls as well. So all of your normal controls are here with this keyboard. So if you're looking for something that's going to travel really well and still have access to be able to add your Apple Pencil, you have the ability to also secure it. So you don't have to worry about when you're walking around, it's just going to flap out and fall out or whatever the case it is. This is really handy. And then this also has this little slit here where you can actually slide the Apple Pencil in like so. And that's still going to secure it, but it's just going to give you that little bit more security so you don't have to worry about, you know, losing it, hopefully. But for me, most of the time, I would just leave this attached to the iPad the way I normally do. So it's always charging and always ready to go. All right, so yes, this is going to add some additional weight to your iPad. But if that's not a concern for you, and especially for me when I'm on location doing drone, you know, related stuff or photography, videography, meeting with clients and things like that, you know, having something that's durable, that's protected, and also allows me all of those creature comforts that I'm looking for. You know, for instance, you know, what I mean by that is like the keyboard, having easy access. This is going to be a win. All right, guys, it's been your buddy Rome with Rome Knows Tech, and I just wanted to do a video showing you guys this case. And yeah, I'm excited. This will most likely become a part of my everyday workflow, especially when I'm going out on location. All right, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace. I'm out.